Hello viewers, and welcome to another wonderful sport time with Global Entertainment News, where we give you the updates around the world of sports as it happens live. I still remain that your host, Ogu Stephen. We're moving up to our top story for you today. Nottingham Forest Taiwo Adewuniyi undergoes urgent surgery on serious abdominal injury. Taiwo Adewuniyi has urgent surgery on Monday night after the Nottingham Forest striker sustained a serious abdominal injury in the match against Leicester on Sunday. The Nigerian international collided with the post late on the Forest 2-2 Premier League draw with their East Midland rival at the City Ground. The surgery was required swiftly to treat the nature of the injury, which is understood not to be life-threatening. Awoniyi tried to come on playing after receiving several minutes of treatment, but the extent of the injury was discovered when assessed by medical staff on Monday. The incident was the source of Evangelos Marquinhos' frustration. The Forest owner stormed onto the pitch and confronted the manager Nuno Espirito Santo after the match. Awoniyi returned to action but was unable to move properly at Forest were chasing a late goal which would have been vital to their Champions League hope. Marinakis was unhappy his substitution was not made. I tell you, it's actually a very big loss for Nottingham Forest with the kind of spirit they are having to qualify for Europe this season, and losing out of the Champions League is going to be a very poor achievement for them after being on that top four for a long time. Now losing at the end of the season. Alright, moving up straight to our next story. Carlo Ancelotti confirmed as the first foreign manager of Brazilian men's team in century. Carlos Ancelotti has been confirmed as the new manager of the Brazil men's team, the first foreign national to take sole charge of the world's most successful national side since 1925. After months of speculation, it has been confirmed that the 65-year-old Italian will leave Real Madrid at the end of the Spanish domestic season to take up his first international coaching role. The Brazilian Football Federation (CBF) revealed the news in a statement on Monday, welcoming Ancelotti, a man that described as a legend of the game, and expressing excitement about a new era of success under his leadership. But I think this is actually a good news for the Brazilian side to have a coach like Ancelotti in their team with the kind of experience he has. He's going to be bringing into that team, having the kind of players Brazil have. I tell you, it's a big one for Brazil, and also a sad one for Real Madrid. All right, moving up to our next story. Harry Kane, it's nice to be on the other side. I've seen my fair share of order. In a, it is in late Munich approaching midnight where Harry Kane appeared the non-scripted and windowless TV interview room below the Allianz Arena could not be more of a contrast to the jiggy BS-soaked firework-lit route of celebration going on outside as Bayern Munich savour a 34th league title. There's also something different about Kane. It is not just a gold medal. The Kane visage that usually accompanied him at the end of the cup final. That little boy lost look overwhelming disappointment is gone. You cannot help but notice the broad grin, the lax body language, the title ease, the greeting. A man intoxicated by euphoria has been a long night, he says, beaming as it's just the beginning. But I think this is actually a very good one for Harry Kane, having to win his first ever title in his football career. It's at this age and at that age, I tell you, it's a very good one for him, and I believe it's actually a good step for him to see more trophies with Bayern Munich. Now moving on to our next story, Manchester United intends to keep hammering even if they lose European League final. Manchester United intend to retain Ruben Amorim as head coach next season, even if they lose the European League final to Tottenham. The club have ensured an horrible league campaign, but the Archie feels the Portuguese deserve this summer's transfer window to improve the squad and sign players better suited to his tactics. United is sixth in the Premier League, having lost 17 games, their worst performance since 1973-1974. Amorim replaced Eric ten Hag in November but has failed to oversee the upturn of fortune domestically and being eliminated by Fulham in the FA Cup and Tottenham in the League Cup. Well, it's a poor one for Man U this season, I tell you. Um, Finishing Man U is 16th on the table right now, I tell you. It's a very poor one, I tell you. Moving up to our next features result for last week football games. On Monday, we saw Atlanta edging Roma in that encounter 2-1. Venezia edging Fiorentina 2-1 in that encounter. And the championship, we saw Sheffield United edging Brentford 3-0 in that encounter, winning on aggregates. And the league and the Premier League, we saw Liverpool having a 2-2 draw against Arsenal, Manchester United losing to West Ham at home 2-0, Nottingham Forest having a 2-2 draw against Leicester City, Tottenham Hotspur losing again to Crystal Palace 2-0, and we saw Newcastle edging Chelsea 2-0. Moving up to Bundesliga, we saw Stuttgart edging Augsburg 4-0 in that encounter. Frankfurt having a 2-2 draw against St. Pauli, Leverkusen losing to Dortmund 4-2, and we saw in the Serie A, Napoli having a 2-2 draw against Genoa, Torino edging losing to Inter Milan 2-0, Verona having a 1-1 draw against Leeds, Udinese losing to Monza 2-1 at home. Alright, in the La Liga, sorry, Betis having a 1-1 draw against Osasuna, Atletico Bilbao edging Alaves 1-0, Barcelona edging Real Madrid in El Clasico 4-3, and we saw Leganes edging Espanyol 3-2. Moving up to Premier League on Sunday, we saw Bournemouth losing to Aston Villa 1-0 at home, Fulham losing to Everton 3-1 at home, Ipswich losing to Brentford 1-0, Southampton having a goalless draw against Manchester City, Wolves losing to Brighton 2-0. And the Bundesliga, also Bayern Munich edging Mönchengladbach 2-0 in that encounter, Austin Kerr losing to Freiburg 2-1, Union Berlin losing to Oldham 3-0 at home, Bochum losing to Mainz 4-1 at home, while Werder Bremen having a goalless draw against RB Leipzig. In the Serie A, we saw Empoli edging Parma 2-1, Lazio having a 1-1 draw against Juventus, Como edging Cagliari 3-1, Atletico Madrid edging Real Sociedad 4-0 in that encounter. Then we saw Girona losing to Villarreal at home 1-0, Mallorca edging Valladolid 2-1 in that encounter. Then we saw Celta Vigo edging Sevilla 3-2 in that encounter. Then Valencia trashing out Getafe 3-0. Alright, in the League One, so many games came out. We saw Anga edging Strasbourg 2-1 in that encounter. Austria having a 1-1 draw against Nantes. Brest edging Lille 2-0. Le Havre losing to Marseille 3-1. Monaco 2-0 against Lyon. Montpellier losing to PSG 4-1. Then we saw Rennes losing to Saint-Etienne 2-0. Rennes edging Nice in that encounter 2-0. Then we saw Toulouse having a 1-1 draw against Lens. Moving up to our features for today in the La Liga, we've seen Valladolid hosting Girona, Real Sociedad will be hosting Celta Vigo tonight, while Valencia will be hosting Las Palmas tonight. Alright, tomorrow we'll be seeing Alaves in La Liga hosting Valencia, Villarreal will be hosting Leganes, while Real Madrid will be hosting Mallorca. And on Thursday, so many games coming up in the La Liga. On Thursday, we'll see Osasuna hosting Atletico Madrid, Rayo Vallecano will be hosting Real Betis, Espanyol will be hosting Barcelona, while Getafe will be hosting Atletico Bilbao. All viewers will come to the end of today's Sport Time with Global Entertainment News. Be sure to share, like, and subscribe on all our social media platforms for more news and updates in the world of sports. I still remain your host, Ogu Stephen. For now, say bye. Have a blessed night.